Stay tuned and let's take a look at this Marvel Legends Strong Guy Build-A-Figure wave, Warpath. Pow and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. Today we continue looking at this Strong Guy Build-A-Figure wave, and today we're taking a look at Warpath. Now, Warpath, aka James Proudstar, is one of those unique characters that has been part of X-Men, New Mutants, and even X-Force, like it says on the box. And it's a nice big figure that takes up the majority of the packaging. But what's a little bit disappointing is that he comes with two gripping hands, but I don't see his trademark vibranium Bowie knives in the box, which is disappointing that Hasbro missed them out. So hopefully I can find some amongst some of my other Marvel Legends. But there he is in the box with a Build-A-Figure piece for the Strong Guy as well. On the side, we're getting the nice graphic art as always. On the back, a little pro image, a little write-up that reads, a powerful mutant with superhuman strength and speed, Warpath is a formidable warrior with a proud and noble heart. And then as always, you get a list of all the figures in this wave you need to complete the Strong Guy Build-A-Figure. Today we're reviewing Warpath. So as I said, if you're an X-Men's fan, I'm sure you're going to be well aware of who Warpath is. He's been in the films and stuff like that, but he is a classic character, been a part of many teams, and yeah, a needed upgrade for the shelf. So without further ado, let's get him open. So here we have James Proudstar, the younger brother of Thunderbird, aka John Proudstar, but unfortunately he passed away, and for a long time Warpath was not a fan of the X-Men. He joined the Hallions for a little bit, and he even used his brother's name, Thunderbird, but then he eventually became Warpath, took on his own sort of identity. Very powerful mutant, and I think this is a great body mold for him. It's on the Omega Red body mold, so it's a big chunky figure with some great articulation. He comes with two-fisted hands, which is great, and then also two grippy hands. Now I assume these are for holding his trademark Bowie knives. He has vibranium Bowie knives, which is very handy with, but he doesn't seem to come with them in the box, so hopefully I can borrow some from some other Marvel Legends. So I'm not too sure what happened there, Hasbro. Did you intend to give us knives and then for some reason never packed them in? Who knows? But he does come with a Build-A-Figure leg for the Strong Guy Build-A-Figure, so you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel, follow in the playlist, as once I've reviewed all the figures in this wave, I will be back to build and review Strong Guy with that very stumpy leg right there. But yes, today is about Warpath. James Proudstar, the Native American mutant who is very powerful with a lot of abilities, too many to name, but he's very strong, and yeah, this is a more classic look for him. So let's zoom in, check out those details, see the articulation, all of that good stuff, and let's see if we can find James some knives. So here's our closer look at Warpath, and I really like that facial expression. I like how the shadows of his hair hit the face, so it shows off that sculpt, and you can see the sort of creases in his cheeks. Very grumpy, very moody, as Warpath should be. I like his sort of red bandana under the hair there with his red mask. He's got the watered out eyes, which I'm not mad about, as many comic panels have had him just like this. But yeah, I like how the hair sits, very nice mold. You can see the feather in his hair, Native American, obviously. So yeah, he's got his like trademark big shoulder pads as well. And these shoulder pads are actually a separate piece. You can actually pull the shoulder pads off, and you can see there's just a hole in the shoulder where you can peg these shoulder pads in. So that's a nice touch. So hopefully they don't hinder articulation too much. Let's see if I can get some movement out of these arms. There are the butterfly joints here, if you can see. So there's decent. As I said, it is the Omega Red body mold, so decent range. But maybe if we've got the shoulder pads on, it's a little bit sloppy. We shall see. Let's put them back on, and it's getting my shoulder up, shoulder down, shoulder moving in. So no, they seem to work. Because it's only like pegged in, they seem to move with the shoulders. So that's not bad at all. So if I just pop them both off just for a second, just so we can see the sort of pattern on the waist, sort of like a tribal pattern, decent ab crunch, and the paint does go all the way through. The belt's a separate piece, rides high, rides low, you can hide the belt, hide the waist swivel, sorry, so that's decent enough. And the red follows all the way down to the trousers, and you get this sort of two-tone. A little bit sloppy, I've got a few marks of red, maybe I can scratch them off. Not too bad. Double jointed knees, decent enough. You can see the tassels on his boots, and the tassels very cleverly hide the boot swivel as well, which I like, and then decent ankle rocker as well. So for such a big chunky character, there is a lot of range and movement. You're getting these gold sort of wrists, cuffs, I guess, which are decent. But look how good he looks. Very chunky, big, strong, powerful character. Let's get those shoulder pads back on him because they are his trademark. There you go, much better. So yeah, really like the look of this character. Really like these tassels as well. They're softer plastic, so they're not going to get in the way. Like, you can move them up. So yeah, looking good all the way around. Just like this character. Very much a classic look for Warpath, who went by many names. As I said in the comics, he sort of took on his brother's name, Thunderbird, for a while. But he obviously ended up on Warpath. So as I said, he comes with these fisted hands, which are decent. As I said, for a character like this, you definitely want fists so you can get him punching those bad guys. But he also comes with these gripping hands. And if you've ever had a Warpath figure in the past, usually he comes with some Bowie knives, as they are his trademark weapons. They're vibranium Bowie knives, very iconic for this character. But there's nothing packed in with this figure, so you're going to have to go through some of your other Marvel Legends to find some. So let's try that. Okay, so having a quick look on the shelf, I managed to find these two, which is Nuke and of course the Brute Hydra Soldier. They both have some Bowie knives attached in their back here, but they're different colours, which is a little bit frustrating. But they both have Bowie knives that you could use with Warpath, I assume. So let's take the one off, this Hydra Goon, which is just this. Very simple, but it will do the job. This could be a vibranium Bowie knife, I suppose. Let's bring Warpath back in here and get him to hold it. And he should be able to hold this no problem, as expected. So there you go. There's Warpath holding at least one knife, but we need two. So maybe I'm going to have to find another one. But yeah, this character is not going to be complete until we've found him some Bowie knives. He's too famous for Warpath to not have them. But yeah, this is a great figure. I just don't understand why Hasbro didn't pack in those knives. So someone in the comments help me out. Where can I find some knives in my collection that will work for Warpath? I need two of the same, please. Let me know. I have a fodder box full of accessories, but I need to know who they came from so I can find them. So if you know in the comments, I'll be much appreciated, because I need to get some knives for Warpath to display on the shelf. But as you can see, look how easy it is to get this guy posed up in a fun stance. I can understand why Parallel loves this figure now. Great body mold. They need to use this more for these bigger, chunkier characters. We've seen it on Omega Red, and now we're seeing it here on Warpath. But yeah, liking it a lot. And I like that we got the fisted hands as well. As I said, it's nice that we have the option for grippy hands and holding weapons, but for characters like this, those fists are appreciated. So yeah, liking this guy a lot. So jumping into some comparisons, as I said, Warpath has been a member of X-Force, so I wouldn't be surprised if down the line Hasbro give us another version of Warpath, but with those classic grey and black X-Force colours. I wouldn't be mad about it, as he looks great here posed next to Wolverine and Deadpool. Look how big and chunky. Every team needs a muscle-bound brute, and that's exactly what Warpath is here. So yeah, if we can get Warpath in his X-Force colours, that would be great as well. But yeah, such a chunky, big figure. Here we have Warpath compared to the only other two figures I've reviewed in this wave so far, which of course are Deadpool and Pirate Deadpool. And these two figures are great fun, to be fair. Go and check out my reviews for these on the channel right now. Pirate Deadpool's a lot of fun, and if you want to be cracked up with all my pirate jokes, go and find that review. But yes, so far this wave is looking nice. And yet again, Hellfire Hank is threatened to shoot a Marvel Legends if he doesn't appear in a video. But to be honest, I don't think Warpath is intimidated. So, final thoughts, I really like this Warpath. I think Hasbro have chose the best body mold they have available to them to suit this particular character. He's a big, strong, durable, athletic character, and you can get this guy in some great poses, even though shoulder pads don't get in the way as they pop on and off, and you can rotate them with the shoulders. So yeah, liking it a lot. Hopefully we get this again in his X-Force colours. I'd really like that, and I'd hope next time as well we get his trademark Bowie knives, as they gave us the hands to hold the knives, so why didn't Hasbro pack in those knives? It doesn't make sense to me. Maybe an interchangeable head as well, where you have maybe a gritting teeth or an angry face. That'd be really nice just to have those display options. But overall, very much like this figure. Definitely my favourite of the wave so far, so we shall see where it lands when we're all said and done. But you let me know what you think of Warpath in the comments below. As always, I do think this one's going to be very sought after, so don't miss your opportunity to get this guy. Fills out the box nicely, definitely worth your money. So yeah, until then people, you know what to do. Check out the videos tab, find the playlist for the Strong Guy Builder figure as I go through all of these reviews, but most importantly, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you very much. Help the channel grow, and if you are in a position to help support, then you can do that on Patreon. Links in the description below. But until then people, my name is Dan W, and I will of course see you on the next one.